Hello everyone, I want to share with us today how to draft a princess dart. We have been talking about off shoulder with princess darts and shoulder dart with a princess dart. So today on we'll be learning how to draft the real princess dart. Okay, so guys, I have with me here my pattern paper, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting down all the measurements. I'll be starting on this starting point here, and I'm going to go ahead to place my tape this way to get my shoulder to bust, which is 12 inches. I'm going to mark 12 inches. So shoulder to under bust 15, shoulder to waist 18, and I will add in 2 inches for this on the half length, which is going to be 20 inches. So on this starting point, on the line there, I'm going to mark my shoulder divide by 2, 8 inches. I'm going to connect all the lines. Now on the bust point, I'm going to go up with 2 inches to get my chest line. If you have been watching my video for a while, this is how I normally get my chest line. From the bust point, go up with 2 inches. I'll root the lines and connect. Then I'll label my chest line, my bust point, my under bust, my half length or waist. Let me just write it waist, and this is my half length. Now I'm going to go down with 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then I'm going to be adding on my neck width, which is 3 inches. I'll mark. The depth is going to be 5 inches for the front. So you can use 3 by 3 inches depending on the type of neckline you wanted on the front. So I'm going to connect. I'll be using my French curve to curve it out. I'll be measuring what I have on the armhole by 2. I'll mark the midpoint. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with half an inch to connect, like so. I'll connect my shoulder slant. Now I'm going to be dividing my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 8 divided by 2 is going to be giving me 4 inches. Okay, I'll be putting the 4 inches like this on the bust point. I'm going to mark my 4 inches. Then from the under bust down to the half length, I'll be marking 3.5 inches down. On the bust point, I put 4 inches. Then from the under bust down to the half length, I added 3.5 inches just to give me that princess curvy look. I'll connect the lines. Now from the shoulder, I'm going to come down with 4.5 inches. You can come down with 4 inches, you can come down with 5 inches depending on what you want. I'm going to be coming down with 4.5 inches. Sorry, start your measurement from the shoulder, not from the if you watch, you see what I did right now. So I put my tape from the shoulder to get the 4.5 inches, and I connected it like so. You can see how I connected it. Now from the place I came down with 4.5 inches, I'm going to come down with 2 inches. Okay, I'll come down with 2 inches from the place I came down with 4.5. I'll mark it there. Then on the under bust, I'm going to be going out with 2.5 inches. If you have a bust of 44 down, you're going to mark 2 inches. But if you have a bust of 45 up, use 2.5 inches. So I'm going to be putting 2.5 inches from the under bust down to the half length. I will connect all the lines this way from the half length to the under bust. Then coming to the under bust, I'm going to use my French curve to curve it to the bust point like so. You can see how I connected it to the bust point. Now I'm going to place my French curve on the 2 inches I came down from the 4.5 inches and curve it out this way. Please just pay attention and you will understand this. It's very, very simple. So you can see that our cup or bust is having shape, the princess that look. Now if I leave these 2 inches like this, my fabric is going to be shortened. So these 2 inches I came down with, I'm going to go up from that 2 inches and mark 2 inches up like this, because I came down with 2 inches from the 4.5. So I'm going to go up again, go out again with 2 inches. So from that 2 inches I went out, that will be the place I'll be marking our new armhole. You can see the way I curve it out. So this particular place I'm shading right now will no longer be useful. I'll be cutting them out. I'm just shading it for you to see how it looks like. Now guys, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to pull down all the measurements. My bust divide by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. I'll mark. On the under bust, my under bust divide by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. Then I'll be putting the 2.5 inches I shaded as my dart. I'll be putting it back on the under bust. Same thing goes to the waist. I'll put my waist measurement, put back the 2.5 inches I shaded, and my 2 inches for the seam allowance. Then on the half length, I'm going to put my hip measurement on the half length and 2 inches for seam allowance, and 2.5 inches I put at the dart leg. So after that, I'm going to connect all the lines. At this point guys, if you haven't followed us on our Facebook page as Cut and Sew with Mercy, you can do it right now. If you are watching us on our YouTube channel, please, you can go ahead and subscribe. Okay, if you like this tutorial, just give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and also share. So guys, this is all about this princess that you can see how it's looking. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to cut it out. Our front is ready. While you are cutting it on your fabric, please make sure you fold your fabric. You can see that my pattern paper is not on fold. I didn't fold it. So while placing it on your fabric, please make sure that you fold your fabric. You fold it up, because this center front is going to be when you cut it on your fabric, you open it, it's going to be open. Same thing goes to this side part, it's going to be too on your fabric. Okay, you see the way I am cutting it out. Please, while you are cutting yours or drafting yours, don't allow your bust area to have a pointy shape. Okay, and if you're cutting on your fabric, please add half an inch on this bust point, on the center part where you'll be joining your princess dart. Add half an inch. Now our front is ready. I'm going to go ahead to cut the back. You can see how the front looks like. Now I'll be using this paper to draft the back. I will not be putting a princess on that line on the back. If you like, you can go ahead and put your princess that line. So this place I mark is my zipper allowance. That is 1.5 inches. I'm going to put my shoulder divided by 2/8. I will mark it, and I'll put my neck width 3 inches. The depth is going to be 2 inches. You can use 1 inch or 1.5. I'll curve it out. Now I'm going to get my shoulder to bust. I'll mark, and my shoulder to waist, and also the half length I'll mark, adding 2 inches allowance. I'm going to connect all the lines like so. So I know that the back does not have a bust, but I just mark my shoulder to bust to know where my dart is going to start on the back. Okay, so I'm going to come down with 1 inch for our shoulder slope, divide my armhole by 2, and connect it like so. I'll cross check the length I have and cut out the excess paper. Now I'm going to be dividing my bust span by 2, that is 4. I'll mark 4 inches down. Like on this back, I'm just putting down our normal straight dart. It's not going to be a princess dart, but if you want to make yours a princess dart, you can from the shoulder come down with 4.5 inches. Then to the on the bust part, you connect it straight up to your armhole, to the place you came down with 4.5 inches. Just make it straight. This is the back. It's not going to be curvy, but this one I'm making a straight dart. Okay, then on the down part, I'll be deducting half inch from the down part of this half length, and I'll place my ruler this way to connect it to the bust point. Just our normal straight dart. Then after that, I'm going to be putting my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. On the waist, I'll do the same thing. My waist divided by 2, 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. I'll add back the 1 inch that I put. Then on the half length, my hip divide by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, and plus 1 inch I put at the dart on the dart leg. Then I'll connect. I pull down my shoulder slant. Now before I cut, I'm going to be doing my zip tightening. It's very, very important. If you don't know how to do a zip tightening on the half length, go in with half an inch and place your ruler like so, then rule it out this way. That is how to do your zip tightening. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Then while cutting on the fabric, I'll place this paper on my folded fabric and cut out. So guys, here comes to the end of this tutorial. If you love this, please don't forget to like and share. If you have any question, please drop it on our comment section. All right, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye for now.